Here are 3 realistic transfer targets for West Ham this summer transfer window. West Ham are off the back of a really good season in the Premier League now with the persuasion of European football. It's an exciting window for West Ham fans. And it's the reason why they're being linked to many exciting players, which we can view on the sponsor for this video, OneFootball, a fantastic app for your phone to view all the transfer rumours throughout the summer. There's a whole page here dedicated to transfer rumours surrounding each club in the Premier League. So for West Ham, one of them here is Martin Braithwaite, the Barcelona striker who's been impressing with Denmark at Euro 2020. There's always going to be transfer rumours surrounding players who are performing well at Euro 2020, but Martin Braithwaite I think is a realistic one. West Ham do want a striker and I'll be recommending one myself later in the video. As well as that, there is so many news articles on OneFootball to view as well, and one of them here is a transfer for Paul Onwuachu. The Nigerian striker has been in ridiculous form for Genk, but he's not the striker I'll be recommending for West Ham. So to keep up to date with all the latest transfer rumours for yourself, download OneFootball on your phone by clicking the link in the description. So West Ham's first 11 last season performed fantastically, but outside of that, improvement needs to be made. We've seen the new signings under David Moyes have been successful, so the aim is to repeat that. In this transfer window though, instead of replacing players he didn't want, this summer is more about adding to what you've already got and adding depth to the team. In particular, the striker situation is one that needs to be sorted. It needed to be in January, and that's why I did analysis on Boulaye Dia on his potential move to West Ham. That one never happened, but backup to Mikel Antonio is a priority. He's a brilliant player I'm a big fan of, but he needs cover when he's out of the team, and also a replacement for Sebastian Haller. So who can they look to bring in? Well, in a similar style to Haller, Sasa Klajdzic is another tall player that can dominate in the air. It'd be a striker in a different style to Antonio, which maybe West Ham don't exactly need as Antonio works really well. That's why I think Boulaye Dia would be a good signing, but Sasa Klajdzic can definitely offer something different to the side. In my one transfer for every club video, I said Tammy Abraham would be another good option for similar reasons to Klajdzic. With his height and aerial ability combining with the crossing from the fullbacks, and their great chance creation in the team is almost made for these kind of players. I think I've said this in quite a few of my videos, but West Ham's average shooting distance is the closest in the league due to the crossing from the wide players. You see Thomas Soucek getting on the end of these crosses as a midfielder. Having a striker who is always in the box to head them in can utilise that crossing ability that West Ham have even more. Klajdzic was able to score 16 goals and get 6 assists in the Bundesliga last season. He was also in the Austrian national team at the Euros and was able to score the goal against Italy. It's a signing of a striker not only to bring back up to Mikel Antonio, but to bring different qualities that could complement the team's existing qualities. Stuttgart are looking to sell, and there is competition from elsewhere for the player, but it's definitely a transfer that is possible and could happen. Next up on the list of transfers, West Ham need a younger defender to bed into their ageing back line. Ogbonna, Dawson and Reed are all into their 30s. Issa Diop and January signing Alves are however in their 20s. Another addition this summer into their back line wouldn't go amiss though. A player to target would be Nico Schlotterbeck. The left-footed centre-back was on loan at Union Berlin from Freiburg and was impressive for them last season. He's 21 years old, 6'2", and is gaining interest from Stuttgart. Freiburg are saying they'll want something in the region of 10 to 15 million pounds. A defender strong in the air, and he uses his height well, winning 3.1 aerial duels per 90. He's a player that likes to carry the ball out of defence too. He finished the season with a progressive distance of 2,400 yards when carrying the ball, and that is an impressive stat as he only played 1,200 minutes in the Bundesliga last season. Ogbonna is West Ham's left-footed centre-back right now. His contract expires at the end of next season, so signing Schlotterbeck would be a good signing to make. After improving options in attack and in defence, it's now time to look into the midfield. It's where West Ham are currently lacking a bit of depth. They've got Declan Rice and Soucek and Noble, but apart from that, there isn't really any other central midfielders. So I would go to say that this position is a priority this summer transfer window for West Ham. Thomas Soucek was a David Moyes signing, but I think they need someone in a different style to him. A player who seems to be available in the market and they could go for is Al Yashkiri. He's the type of central midfielder who's an engine in the team. He's constantly moving. And a stat to back that up is the fact that he covered the most distance in the Bundesliga last season, just over 370 kilometers. At FC Köln in Germany, he plays as a lone defensive midfielder, so he's covering a lot of ground by shuttling in front of the defense. By doing that, he's made 344 ball recoveries, which is the 10th most in the Bundesliga, and most impressively, he won 75 tackles and made 79 interceptions, which are both the most in the Bundesliga. Now, with that being said about the player, the 26-year-old has actually been linked to West Ham. Reports say that West Ham are looking at him as a midfield target among many others on their list, and Shaqiri in particular would cost around £20 million. Not too bad for a midfielder who dominated in the Bundesliga last season and in a much needed position for West Ham to improve in. Let me know in the comments who you want to see West Ham sign this summer, and if you did enjoy the video and learn about some new players, then please click the like button on the video. It really helps support the channel, and for more analysis and transfer videos, subscribe to Route 1.